What's up, people? Hofflings? Kane Bohoff is back with, I guess, another WWE video-ish, I guess. This is more of like a wish list that I want from WWE for WWE 2K22. And I don't know if you guys know this, but a teaser trailer has already came out for 2K22. Now, for me, I'm definitely excited about the game because for me so 2K20 was a pretty bad game. I will give you that. Battlegrounds was like a small apology for it. Like I had mixed feelings about it. And as of right now, I am a little bit scared to I am a little bit scared about 22, mainly because they actually need to try on this game. They need to get the reputation back on track. So I made my own list. I'm basically gonna read. Each and every one. Although I didn't put like 10 things on here, so it's not gonna be an hour long of a video. But I will probably explain a few stuff. So the very first thing that I want is, believe it or not, out of all the modes of WWE 2K, the one I always look forward to the most is actually Universe mode. And that's actually my very first thing I actually wish, or that's the very first thing on my wish list, is an improved Universe mode. Now, what I mean by an improved Universe mode, I don't mean by taking some GM mode aspects and putting over to Universe mode. I don't mean stuff like that. Out of all the 2K Universe modes, 2K18 was by far my favorite out of them all. Although that was mainly due to the sheer amount of arenas and the graphics. That's the thing. That's the one thing. But as of but but which one has the so out of 2K19 and 2K20's Universe mode, I actually prefer 2K20's Universe mode. Now, I know the game is broken. I get it. I still get glitches. In fact, I still get crashes from time to time. But the one thing I kind of want to like but the one thing, but in 2K20's Universe mode, they actually did a lot of good things. They actually did a lot of things correctly, like adding more matches to the pay-per-views, and not only that, but also to the main shows, like Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all that stuff. But and pretty much every single 2K game before 20, the maximum amount of matches you can have for a pay-per-view was always 7. It was always 7. No matter what you did, no matter how on the road you try to fix it, it would always come out as 7. Always. And that's the thing, because there's a pay-per-view out there because there are some pay-per-views out there, or there are like some pay-per-views that I kind of want to be a little bit more longer, like Clash of Champions. That is a pay-per-view where every single title is on the line. But for me, whenever I play Universe mode, I usually do like Raw and SmackDown. I usually have like two shows. Go together. But the problem is that because Clash of Champions only has a limit of 7 matches, I can't put every single title on the line. I mean, yes, I could remove yes, I could probably remove some titles, but at the exact same time, I really like having 4 main championships I can use. a world championship, a mid-card championship, a tag team, and a women's. But that, and 2K20 did that correctly. They increased the maximum capacity of the pay-per-view matches by 2 or twice as much. So instead of having 7, the maximum capacity was 14. And I loved that one. I really did. Another thing I want improved for Universe Mode is the cutscenes. Now, this has been an issue for quite a while. Every single time, and honestly, I want these so-called rare cutscenes to be more common. Like, they don't have to be like extremely common. I just want them to be common enough that I don't get sick, that I don't get annoyed of Universe Mode very quickly, because within within 2-3 weeks in game time of Universe Mode, I'm already seeing the exact same cutscenes every single match at that point. So that's one. So, and another thing about Universe Mode is believe it or not, although this isn't really much of a Universe Mode thing, this is more like a game thing. I want more arenas in the game. It doesn't have to be like current game. It doesn't have to be like current. It doesn't have to be like the current. It doesn't have to be like current pay-per-views or current shows. But I do want more arenas, mainly because so believe it or not, I actually play 2K18 more than 19, mainly because when I created my arenas, they included pretty much every single graphic from every arena, from Backlash to WrestleMania, to 2 WrestleManias, 32 and 33, to Money in the Bank, to Clash of Champions, to freaking 2 Monday Night Raws. The one from the time, which was like 2017, 18-ish. And then there was one for 2016, which believe it or not, I actually do enjoy that. And that's another thing I have a little bit of an issue with some of the 2K arenas is that when Monday Night Raw, like compared to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown arenas, in 2K20, the one thing I hated the most between Raw and the SmackDown arenas was that Monday Night Raw got twice the amount of arenas, but then there's SmackDown who only had 2. And that's the one thing that bugs me. They included Monday Night Raw from 2017. They included the Attitude Era, Raw's War. They included Raw from 13 to 14. And not only that, they also had the current, at the time, Monday Night Raw. So that was already like 5 arenas, or 4, I guess. I don't know. That's already a lot of Raw arenas. But then in 2K20... SmackDown only had 2 arenas. The one, SmackDown Live, which was somewhat current at the time, and the Attitude Era of SmackDown. Honestly, I that's the one thing. Like if you're gonna make Monday Night Raw and SmackDown arenas, at least have them be equal to each other. Because if there were like 4 Monday Night Raws, but there's only like 2 SmackDown arenas, then I already have a nitpick. I already have a nitpick. I just want they don't have to be like the exact same. They don't have to be from the exact same era. I just kind of want 3. I just kind of want 3 from Monday Night Raw and just 3 from SmackDown. I just want to have an equal amount. And that's another thing. Well, I guess alright, so improved Universe Mode was one thing. The second thing I have is different match types. Now, different match types. You've heard the obvious ones: special guest referee, slobber knocker, all that stuff. If anything, I'm kind of more talking about. I definitely want to see more match types. Like, special guest referee. I would love to have like the war games. I really would love to have that as an arena or as a match. But at the exact same time, I kind of want the custom matches to have like a bit more freedom instead of changing like small things about a match that's kind of fine by itself. The third thing I want is that I know, and this one is talked about quite a lot, and the third one I have is an updated roster. Now, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about like an outdated roster. If anything, the most outdated roster I have ever played was actually 2K19. Mainly because not only were the attires completely outdated, but also the gimmicks were outdated. Baron Corbin wasn't bald, even though he was bald, I'm pretty sure, before the game was even in development, I think. Then there's Becky Lynch, although I will give Becky somewhat. I will give her some amount of a somewhat of a pass, mainly because WWE by the time, mainly because 2K by the time they're done with the attires, there's a new gimmick already. There's already a new gimmick for one superstar. And not only that, two removed superstars, which I kind of wish they really didn't, but at the exact same time, contract issues, I can get it. Tommaso Ciampa and Nikki Cross were not in the game. And that kind of sucks. It kind of does. Tommaso Ciampa was huge. I would have loved to hear his song in 2K19. I would have loved to have that. And another thing, I just want to like updated gimmicks or something like that. Like I want update superstars, but not the entire roster, if that makes sense. Like if Baron Corbin. So in 2K19, Baron Corbin had hair, but even though within like a month in development he already gone bald, and he had the Constable Corbin gimmick. I want something like that. I kind of want something like that. Just update the superstars that need an update, or update the superstars that have been updated before the game is released, if that makes sense. Another thing, so believe it or not, this one's actually gonna be a bit questionable to you guys, but believe it or not, a fourth thing that I wish for 2K is to remove Showcase, mainly because Showcase is a really good mode. I really do. I do think it's a good mode. I think it's enjoyable. But that's the problem with Showcase. Even though, yes, you're playing through historical matches, you only get to play like one match. There's no replayability. It's not really fun. If anything, it kind of defeats the purpose of a mode. Sorry, hiccup. Sorry, I got a hiccup. It kind of defeats the purpose of having a mode, because a mode is supposed to like have replayability. It's not just like one destination and then there's the end and then boom, you're done. It's not really supposed to be like that. Number 5 is, I'm pretty sure you saw this coming, bring back 2K19 controls. Honestly, I don't really need to explain about this. 2K20's controls, they weren't garbage. If anything, I I definitely got confused at first. I definitely did. But when I played the game a bit longer, I did eventually get used to it a little bit. But at the exact same time, I had a little bit more fun. But at the exact same time, it was 2K19 controls were a bit better. And finally, the last thing is more custom options. Now, what I mean by this is that I don't mean custom attires. What I mean is like the actual custom stuff. Like custom attires, no. Custom logos, you can literally just upload them through the 2K website. What I'm talking about is like a custom moveset. Or no, that one's already a thing. I meant like a custom, I want like more custom options in the creation suite, like a custom music. Like on the PS3 with 2K17, I do mean this. I loved the custom music mainly because you can use like the older music for like nostalgia, or you can download a superstar's new music, put it in, or you can have like when a superstar has a new theme song, you could download that theme song, put it into the game for custom music, and then boom, and then boom, you basically got it updated to a certain extent. Another thing is like maybe like more custom. I guess custom interest. I don't know. Another thing is that I kind of want another like just something custom. Actually, yeah. So yeah, the custom music is one thing, but I do want like some more custom options. Actually, there is another custom option I can use. It's the show's graphics. Like, you know how you create an arena, and then as soon as you're done creating that arena, you go to show, right? From 2K17 to all the way to 20, when you go to the custom graphics, it's always been the exact same thing. 2K has never included any new colors, no new styles. It was always those exact same ones. 2 USAs, there was 4 legends, 4 different colors of legends, 4 different colors of steels. And it gets annoying. And it kind of gets a little bit annoying. It kind of gets annoying kind of real quick, mainly because you could have used like different colors. There's more opportunities to be more creative within the show. I think that's really about it. So I talked about Universe Mode, I talked about the match types, talked about the updated roster, move showcase, bring back 19 controls, and I've already talked about the custom options. I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy this little video. This is more like a wish list rather than things I want in the game. I guess these things are kind of things I do want in the game, but at the exact same time, they're just mainly like wishes. Anyways, guys, I hope to see you all next time. Peace.